In southern Kenya, there's a place where the wild is still holding on, and where the people who live here hold its future in their hands. When I first arrived, I thought wildlife and humans live in different worlds. Parks on one side, villages on the other, neat lines on the map. But out here, there's no line. Elephants don't just walk into farms, they break into homes. People have died trying to protect their families. And lions? They cross the same land where children walk to school, hunting the livestock that keeps a family alive. Out here, danger isn't far away. It's just next to you. And that's when it hit me. This isn't people against wildlife. It's space. Two wolves forced into the same shrinking land, both trying to survive. So I went to the only people who could tell me the truth, the Selenkay Maasai community of Selenkay Conservancy, who live with this every day. And what they showed me changed everything. Together, we are about to meet the guardians standing between survival and loss, the ones fighting every single day to keep this land alive. This is a battle, this is a home, and this is where the story begins. Alright guys, we have officially landed at Selenkay Conservancy. Let's go! I came to Kenya last year just to see the wildlife, but I left with so many questions about the people protecting it. So I came back. I heard about Selenkay, seen photos, read a bit online, but nothing really tells you the truth until you're here. And to understand this place, I had to go back to its origins, to a time before it was even a conservancy.
It was just a grazing land. And grazing land, that means it was just all open for the Maasai people to just come in and graze their livestock and walk away. At that time, a lot of vegetation was actually overgrazed. There were very, very few animals, and there was no water at all. That way, it wasn't actually supporting wildlife to stay for too long.
Game Watchers and Porini Camps was started by our founder, Jake Greaves-Cook, and he realized that the key to ensuring that wildlife continues and that the wild areas and habitat are protected is engaging with communities. The reality is only 8% of Kenya is protected as national parks and reserve. Only 8%. And yet 65 to 70% of the wildlife is outside that 8%. So the question is, whose land is that wildlife on? And the reality is it's on community-owned land.
The discussions took nearly about 2 years to try and convince the people. They wanted to know whether they will lose their land rights, their land ownership. Communities were very scared because there was already issues all over the country, so other places that land is being taken away from people. The other aspect was that they wanted to be assured that at least their children would get employed in the conservancies.
Even myself, I have a son and daughter. If I had a choice of feeding my family or killing a lion, I would kill the lion also. And Jake came to the community and got them to realize that you have a very valuable asset here, which is the land, the wildlife. And he partnered with them and brought in an investment, the expertise of tourism, how to create a wildlife conservancy, and that's how Selenkay was started.
It takes vision to create a conservancy, but it takes people to protect it. Before the light spills over the savannah, the day has already started here. In these early hours, the wild is still quiet, but its protectors are already at work. These are the rangers of Selenkay, the first ones on the ground, the ones who step into the bush before anyone else is awake.
Salute up!
So what's the first thing that they do in the morning here?
So first of all, they have to go into the radio room to get the information from other posts in the conservancy, especially how they slept, how they wake up, and if there were any incidents around the camps. They go there, get the information, put it on the book that is a record book there. Mm-hmm. And then from there, the rangers will now get on to do their own patrols for the day.
Roger.
All right, guys, no time to rest. This morning, we're tagging along with the rangers. Basically, the idea is to learn more about their role at the Selenkay Conservancy, know more about their journey, what they're doing in their daily life in the morning. And right now, I am in the patrol vehicle, and we're going to see something really interesting. Can't wait to show you more, guys. Let's go!
So here we are standing next to a giraffe carcass. A pride of 3 lionesses with caps came in 2 days ago and killed this giraffe. And all you can see is just the ribs and the vertebrae bones. For the rangers, when we come around and we come across an animal that's dead like this, either naturally or it's been killed by another predator, first of all is to make sure that that animal, you capture it in what we call a boundary up, which explains a lot more on what has happened to that animal. So it helps manage the conservancy in a proper way that's good for the wildlife, and it's also good for the environment or the habitats itself. Yeah.
The rangers here are the true guardians of wildlife in Kenya, not because they wear a uniform, but because they belong to this land. They grew up with these animals, they know their past, their habits, their personalities, and the community trusts them because they belong to it. That's what makes this place different. No outsider can walk into this conservancy unnoticed. If a stranger appears, if something feels off, word spreads fast. From families to headers to the ranger post, everyone is connected here, and the rangers are at the center of it. But not every threat comes from outside. Some begin right here, when people and wildlife share the same space. And that's when things get complicated, when the real human-wildlife conflict begins.
The ranger's role is actually very dangerous. Many people don't realize, they're dealing in an environment that has very dangerous wildlife. It has elephants, it has lions. And at times, one of the biggest challenges right now in Kenya for us is human-wildlife conflict. It's actually not poaching.
We face so many complaints from the community, especially maybe from elephant. Sometimes wild animal is an animal, and sometimes they do change mind and they can kill. They can kill both livestock, they can kill human being.
I was almost killed by an elephant. I tried my best to run, probably maybe about 20 minutes just running. And I was
20 minutes?
Yeah, just totally tired.
Okay, yeah.
And the area was open, so nowhere you can hide. I stayed lie down on the ground. The elephant came, and I tried to dig my stomach. He missed and dig on the ground.
Wow, so he stepped on your...
First, before he take me, he tried to dig, and he dig on the ground. Then I hold on the back leg, and I enter there in the middle of an elephant.
Okay.
And then elephant crossing, he stepped my leg and break both leg bones. And then I shout, and then he knows somebody was there. He collected me.
Oh my gosh.
He thrown me away to the acacia tree, and I fall down on the ground. The elephant just walk a little distance. He dig on the ground. In life, the elephant, when he kill a human being, he try to bury.
Yeah.
So he dig a small hole, try to bury me, and he did find me. He tried to look around, and I was looking, but I don't make any noise or any shout because I know the elephant might come and kill me complete. So elephant go and he trumpet, and then he goes. Then now I say, oh, but I cannot even wake up, and my leg come like this.
Wow.
So
how old were you?
10 years old.
10 years old?
Yeah,
wow.
Too young. Luckily, the 2 warriors found him in the bush.
And sadly, we've lost a few rangers. In fact, we lost a ranger that died was killed by an elephant. So it's extremely sad. These people are, really working to help protect wildlife, but really sometimes put their life at risk.
This is what human-wildlife conflict looks like. It's not poachers hiding in the night. It's people and animals struggling over the same water, the same grass, the same space to survive. And when it goes wrong, it costs lives, elephants, livestock, and sometimes even the rangers who try to protect them. But here in Selenkay, things work differently, not because our fences or fear, but because the community shares this land and they benefit from protecting it.
The community have to really be part of the solution. They have to really start seeing a real benefit from the wildlife that's on their land. It should not just be a negative, they need to be getting a benefit. Last year we paid the community over $1.5 million US, and all of that is from guests staying in the camp. It's not donor funding.
Selenkay conservancies with communities around here will actually allow livestock to come in for grazing only during the drier times when actually grass outside the conservancies are very, very scarce and they cannot find more grass for their livestock. So when they come down here, we actually put them into a control grazing plans where our rangers helps to coordinate these grazing plans that we have. By doing that, it will actually be able to stop the human-wildlife conflicts before it actually happens. So this is very, very important because we don't want these problems to occur, especially when there are livestock coming in or people coming in with their livestock, because it will create more problems in the conservancy. So the presence of the rangers in the conservancy being seen walking with the cattle or driving cattle where they're supposed to be actually helps us as well to build that relationship with the communities, but also to mitigate that very, very important challenge that we have, which is human-wildlife conflict. As long as we continue working with the communities, making sure the communities are happy, we are actually, assisting and helping the communities with the projects that comes through the conservancy. I would say the lifeline of these conservancies rely mainly on what we do to the communities. If the communities are happy, the conservancies will always be happy.
I think this is a good proof of how Selenkay Conservancy take good care of the animals, because look at all the elephants behind us. So once the rangers have done their part, it's the guides who truly help us to understand this land and this place and why it's worth protecting it. So today I'm so excited because we're going to spend the whole day with them. We're going to do a lot of exciting advice. And without further ado, let me introduce you, Daniel and Frank.
Hello, Frank is Spota Guide, in charge of spotting animals.
Champo, Daniel my name, driver guide. I'm ready to drive my great team, Caribou.
Go!
And Frank?
Let's go!
Let's go!
Oh, il y a trois girafes,
Oh, c'est cool de les revoir. On a vu que des éléphants depuis tout à l'heure, alors c'est très chouette. Mais la petite girafe, c'est quand même cool à choisir.
You like elephants,
I like
even
elephant.
though he
You know
almost
why I
killed
like
you.
elephant? Because I knew that the elephant will kill me. And through judging the history that elephant used to kill people in the local community, I was among of the lucky people that I was not killed. So everybody, when I get in the way on the road, they say, you are lucky. Yeah. And I say, now the elephant will kill me, but I'm not killed. Now I like the elephant. So I have to go and study about wildlife and protect them. Now I don't kill them, but I have to protect them. So that's come in my mind of how to come a guide.
Let's go, guys.
Vous êtes là ou quoi?
Our guides protect the wildlife you come here to see because this is their home. Their families live here. They grew up here, sharing this land with lions, elephants, and the wildlife all around them. And when you understand that, you realize conservation isn't something that arrives from abroad. It starts with the people who live here every day. When Game Watchers and Porini created Selenkay, they didn't just show up, put fences, and call it a conservancy. They sat down with the community, listened, and built it with them. That partnership is what makes everything work. The conservancy brings tourists, training, and support, but also land leases and long-term agreements. So wildlife isn't a threat to families, but something everyone benefits from. And that's when you start to see the difference. It becomes classrooms and teachers, access to clean water and health care, a foundation strong enough that young people don't feel like they have to leave. They can build a future here.
When I look at the people of my age group, which have not gone to school, we are very different.
And honestly, that's the biggest impact. Not the money, the opportunity. When you walk into the schools, you feel it. Students growing up with the conservancy as opportunity, not conflict. Learning that wildlife isn't something to fear, but something to protect. The future of this land won't be written by tourists or governments, but by the children who grew up knowing the wild is theirs to protect.
It's also changed my life because now I get motivation to learn more about wildlife, not just elephant, but beyond that, and how to interact with people. I got many friends because of working with the wildlife, especially in Porini. So many guests are friendly, you know. So I get many people from different countries that we are now friends. Now I think that if you have not go to study about wildlife, and working in the wildlife industry, I will not know them. So it have changed my life.
Conservancy, ni conserve environment, marona the way it is. Oranga irogi ne radwa yado ore conservancy na mengo. Ore conservancy na nyangehiu na nyangwesi na wera mba kumok diar wasidana mo orangai nerumi employment erumi ke jana kumok saidin nerumi saidin nago erimbe ko sa ko be ran ha be nyar community na ba bo eri employment eri nyelengop ore rara na kumok lang kon famo kiara rara ana community la sonosa nendo genge ngasiendo isidai na ling or never allow ngani libera manager no wala na community.
Coming to Kenya the second time felt different. We didn't just see the wildlife, we finally understood what it takes to protect it for the future. And honestly, we couldn't have shared this story without the Game Watchers and Porini teams. So thank you to Mohanjit and Kim for trusting us, and to every Porini guide and staff member who welcomed us into your home. You didn't just show us the Selenkay Conservancy, you show us what community feels like. In 2025, the conservancy model was recognized as the world's leading conservation program. And after being here, we understand why. Because here, conservation starts with the community. So if you're thinking about going on safari, we have added a Porini code in the description. It gives you some special benefits if you decide to stay with them, and it helps support the families, the rangers, and the wildlife you have met in this field. It's all in the description if you're curious. But the future of this conservancy isn't written by us. It belongs to the people who live here. And they are just getting started. Ashe Oleng.
Ashe Oling.
Ashe Oleng.
Let's go.
Selenkay conservancy.
Let's go!